Soil is the foundation for every garden, right? To have the ability to be composting here locally, it's pretty awesome. I actually just kind of fell into landscaping. In my early 20s, I was living in Vancouver and answered an ad on Craigslist for a job, just, 20-year-old looking for something to do, looking for something to pay the bills. Kind of always been an entrepreneur at heart. Decided to move on and start my own thing, and fast forward 20 years later, here I am. There's lots to be inspired by. What we try to do here at Human Nature is we try to connect people to nature, and we try to create an outdoor space that they can thrive in. And with melding the architecture of their home and their outdoor space, it's kind of humans and nature. So it's the two things that we touch with the work that we do. Landscaping to me is transitioning from indoors and outdoors and trying to make both those spaces work in tandem. People build this architectural structure on land. Usually you have to devastate the land in order to do that, right? And then it's trying to figure out how you can put that all back together and make it feel like it was always there. I think there's more momentum into doing indigenous gardens, which is something we're really passionate about. There's kind of that blend, as we know, one of the major obstacles on the coast, especially with landscaping, is water. There's just not enough water around. So a big part of designing gardens and implementing gardens here, water is a huge consideration. So I think, as the pressure to the public and as the pressure from the municipalities have increased around water consumption, definitely landscaping's had to follow. There's amazing ability to source big boulders here, and the ability to handpick boulders, kind of try to almost recreate what might have been in a natural area. This is starting to fall off now at the end of the summer. It's not looking as good as it was a couple of months ago. I love respite. I love spa life. You can hop in the hot tub, go to the cold plunge, go to the sauna, and kind of do a little spa retreat triangle. It's nice to have the outdoor covered space on the West Coast because you can use it a little bit more in the shoulder seasons. If you take a glimpse through the breezeway, it's right lined up with the sauna. Creating sight lines, drawing your eyes and your attention so that you're almost creating art, or you're creating visual interest when you're inside a home. Some of these rocks are right from Sechelt. All the cedar at my place here, it was all milled off the property, and product that you just can't create naturally, all the great compost and mulch that Salish creates. That's all being used to top all my gardens here and to feed the plants for years to come and to keep all the weeds down too. So the compost and mulch, what it does is it acts both as a way for us to keep the moisture contents high in our soil, but also control the weed growth. Because it is a composted product, it's starting to break down and become soil, so we're feeding the garden too, right? It's always a valuable part of the end of our process. Aaron and Salish, they've really done a good job of taking feedback and working with us and our clients and what we need, providing great service. And if we want the soil blended a little bit differently, they're totally open to feedback from landscape architects. It makes a huge difference being able to work with a local soil supplier. They do great work for us. So yeah, they're a big part of our business, and it's a great partnership.